Good morning everyone. 31st of May, last day of autumn. Tomorrow starts winter. This is the day after the protest in Melbourne. I was there, just hanging out in the background. Cops like you cannot believe. Cannot freaking believe. There was 8 on horseback, would you believe? I don't know what they were going to do. But they were all in line, not far from where the main speakers were. Then there was your usual idiots. Actually this time they sort of stood a few feet apart, unlike the previous protests, but this time they made sure everyone wore a mask, following their bullshit rules. And there was a massive truck that they reversed into the driveway, right close to where the wasn't even a protest, it was just a gathering. And the cops kept swarming, getting closer and closer, all in tandem going, move, 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 like we're fucking sheeple. It was fucking embarrassing to be a human, to see what was going on there. You had cops on the usual bicycles, you had cops on motorbikes, you had cops all the way down the street, you had cops across the road, down the Shrine, you had cops everywhere. And yet, when I see some footage of the protests in Sydney and Brisbane, you hardly see a cop at all. But for some reason, Victoria, the police state, a friendly gathering, and they had to have cops there to intimidate everyone. That's all it was intimidation, because they couldn't arrest anyone. It was peaceful, no one was going to attack any cops, not they do anyway, but they faked it, the previous protest. Hardly any media. There was one media whore there. You could pick them out all the time because they're all dolled up whores with her cameraman. Yeah, said a few words to the guy, you know, get a life, fucking, it's you are the evil, you are the ones that are the enemy. The media are the main enemy. But anyway, aside from that, once again, blue skies. One of the benefits of Corona BS. No planes, no spraying, normal clouds. Look at this, normal clouds. The sun, you don't see that. You don't see that before or prior to COVID BS. Blue skies again. What I'm doing here, I'm a bit out of breath because I'm digging up my veggie garden here. I don't normally do this till springtime, mid-spring, to grow tomatoes and a few other things, but I'm going to grow some stuff through winter. First time I've ever tried this. Might as well, fuck it. Might as well grow my own stuff instead of buying the shit down at the supermarkets. One good thing, it's been much easier to chop. The soil's wet, and I'm finding plenty of worms, which is great. When you got worms in your garden, you know your soil's pretty good. I don't know if you can see this, but I'll just point out these little specks there. Gladly, you see a few there. Big one there, sorry. There, see that one there? What they are, they're the seeds for the freaking clover. The clover that grows. I mean, it's not as bad as it was previous years where I tried to pick as many as I can. Oh my God, it was like, you know, picking out one in a million. They get in there and they just spread, and when you grow your vegetables, the clover just grows amongst it, and every time you water, you're watering these fucking clover plants. So hopefully not as many as previous years. It wasn't so bad the year just gone with my tomatoes, but we'll see how we go. I've done this in like, I don't know, 40 minutes. I sort of planned only to do about a quarter. I've had a bit of a break. I'll try to do a bit more. I'll try to even go halfway today. I'm in no rush. I might get some good compost, put some more stuff in the soil. What I might even do, I might even grow passion fruit along the fence. Both sides, there's all my stakes for the tomatoes there. I might even grow passion fruits, because I remember many years ago when I was married, I planted a couple of passion fruit vines, and by God, it just took over the whole backyard, and nothing nicer than beautiful passion fruits. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get a few, plant them there, get a bit of blood and bone. It seemed to work for me last time. I'm not an expert in all this shit, you know. So many sort of things you got to buy. It's just complicated. Fertilizer, this and that and that. I just try to do the basic. There's my orange tree, which is trying to grow. Hasn't really changed much in a year. I had a lemon tree there which died. I pulled it out. This lemon tree was flourishing when I bought it. It's one of the best you can buy. It's a Maya. It's sort of like a half lemon, half orange. It's trying to grow. Hopefully it doesn't die. It's greenish, but sadly this one here, it's as brown as the shit I had just before. It's a Eureka. I think it's just about gone. Don't know why. I've given it everything I can, but I don't know, maybe I wouldn't say pissing on it, but I've been putting urine on it because they say, you know, urine's good for lemon trees. I think I might have overdone it, especially with all the poison I drink. Maybe that's killed it. So I'll give it a few months. If it don't grow, if it don't get green, I'll just pull it out and try again. My grass has come up really good in the last few years. It was just like a weed farm before. As you know, there's a lot of clover in here. I actually went to Bunnings to get clover killer. Couldn't find any for some reason. But yeah, this was all weeds a couple of years back, and it's grown pretty good. This is just a normal tree with the Australian Chemtrails presentation DVD on it. Just to supposedly scare away the birds, which doesn't. Over here, there's my cherry tree with one leaf on it. Cherry tree that hasn't produced not one single cherry. Don't know why. I'll give it actually there's buds coming out here. Hopefully I get cherries. I don't know when they're supposed to come up, but nothing like your own cherries. These are the hedges that I've trimmed down. Try to make them as level as I can. This was a horrendous sight a couple years back. You know, massive trees growing. I chopped them all down. And there's, I don't know what that is. That keeps flowering. I keep chopping it down. Keeps flowering with beautiful pinky flowers. Could be a weed. It's prickly, but I don't know. Just leave it there. It'll flower again. Here were massive trees that I've chopped down. A couple of trees that just keep growing. You see the branches there. They were sort of like plum trees, but hardly anything come out of them. But anyway, here's my gloves. Hope you're enjoying this because I'm bored shitless. Getting a break from digging that shit up. There's my green bin, which is full. 12 leaves that I've scraped up. Got another week to go before I empty that, so I'll have to hold back. But the lawn's not actually growing now. It hasn't really grown much in the last few weeks, but obviously doesn't grow much during winter. There's my front. These things are growing. Always birds flying around. And these nice purple things that come up without even me watering them. Sort of flowers growing in the grass. Don't know why. I'll leave them there. That big bush, I might have to trim it down, but it's always flowering. I don't have to worry about watering these. And there's the big tree I once had. The tree chopper's left his initials there, and he poisoned it and said this will disappear in 6 months. It's nearly been 2 years. I might give him another call because I paid him $150 to get rid of this. As you see, there are roots going everywhere. Roots there. Roots have been covered up here by grass. And there's my $150,000 1998 Mitsubishi Lancer. Windscreens are rusting away. There's a new paint job. Anyway, I won't show you my Rego plate, but there's the main. This is what I bought it for, with that sticker on it. Go Pies. There's a peach tree, which I love peaches, but for some reason I'm not into the peaches that grow on this tree. This needs a trimming. Just go to the front. There's a tree that the council planted. You know, this should be looked after by the council because I don't actually own that. But it's Muggsy me who has to look after that. It's pretty weedy. Don't really care too much about that. There's my hedges at the front, gives me privacy. As I said, there's the sign on the pole. I'm sure that's got to do with 5G. Keep these hedges there to protect me from 5G. This tree, good protection. They actually chopped one down over there near the bin recently. Anyway, it's just a bit of a view of my, wouldn't say backyard, side yard, and my veggie patch which I'm going to make more use of. So on that note, there's a house next door which I've just built. No one lived in this dump that this guy bought 10 years ago. He bought it for an absolute bargain. And it's probably worth 20 times the amount now. He's just built that house like you cannot believe. And there's my fig tree, which has dropped all its big leaves, which has taken me bloody weeks to, rake up and put in the bins. Anyway, there's the back. There's my back door. There's the windows to my kitchen. Anyway, who says I'm hiding myself? I got nothing to hide. Unlike other people. People know who I am. They know my name. They know what I look like. And there's just, might as well go. There's this freaking, nothing worse than these hoses. You can never bloody get anything to roll them up. There's a nice little bush there. Yeah, might as well go all the way. There's my big fig tree. Massive tree. I don't eat figs. Don't know why. This I've trimmed down. I've got to regrass this. Hopefully that'll grow again. There's my barbecue. There's my hot water system I put in. Yeah, there's another tree I chopped down. Nice little bush growing there. There's my clothes horse. Bit of a bush there. Bins, garage. Yeah, not much going on there. Probably should put a bench here or something. Yeah, so I don't really live in a shithole. People might think I live in a shithole. No, I don't. It's a nice little house. Don't know if I'm going to stay here long. I'd rather get out of this fucked up fucking city called Melbourne, even Victoria, and even Australia, to be honest. If things don't improve, the police state that we're in. Anyway, that'll do. I'm going to go back to saying hello to me wormy friends and probably dig at least halfway. So, once again, blue skies. Hope everyone's having a nice day. I probably should have gone down to the river and had another walk this morning. A bit cooler than last time I went a couple of weeks ago, but yeah, I don't exercise too often during winter. I probably should, because all I'm doing is eating and drinking and sitting inside and making fucking YouTube videos, which right now, I don't know what's going on, but they've screwed me up that no one's even watching my videos. I whacked up 100 odd in the last week or so since I lost my channel, but no one's making comments, no one's being notified. I don't know. What am I going to do? Who knows? Just keep on plodding until the shit really hits the fan. So, everyone out there, hope you're having a good day, and I'll see you soon. Oh, about 40 minutes later. Whew, I'm rooted. I've done probably, just a bit less than half. Take into account that concrete bit there, nearly half, probably 2/5. Not bad for an old bloke. Going back a few years, I'll be lucky to do my first try, lucky to do 1/6. I'd do a little bit there. That'll be it. Anyway, anyone in Melbourne feeling fit and healthy, want some exercise, you can come here and finish the rest. Have a few beers or wine, champagne, whatever. Glad. I just want to get this done. Then I got to get into it again, get rid of all the kikuyu grass, whatever it is, that fucking this shit here. It's everywhere. Wish it would grow on there, but it's everywhere in the garden, and right up there heaps of seeds, clover seeds. I was picking as many as I could, but fucking it's a lost cause. Yeah. So anyone that's got a bit of growing veggie knowledge, in Melbourne especially, give me some clues of what to grow in winter. I know the basic stuff. I don't want to grow potatoes because they're a dime a dozen. You can buy a bag full of that for a few bucks. I want something that's, worthwhile wasting half my water bill on. Some good stuff, pumpkins maybe. I know there's lettuce, but lettuce is another thing, dime a dozen. But give me some ideas, guys, on how to do it. And if you're also pretty good on putting nets up, I've never put a net up and all that shit to protect us from these fucking bugs that get around, the white, those dreaded white bloody butterflies, those horrendous bloody pests. They virtually lay eggs like you cannot believe, especially on broccoli. That's something I want to grow, broccoli. Oh, but they lay eggs and within days the fucking broccoli's all been chewed away. That happened to me about 3-4 years ago. So anyway, that's not a bad effort. I'm going inside to have a beer. Like I said, anyone got any hints on how to grow stuff during winter, I'd much appreciate it. Okay, bye for now.